this is my journal. It has a little memorabilia attached to it with my name. We got that right before we left. So getting into the journal, how I really set it up was I wanted to know exactly where I was. So the headings are going to be the places that we were at for those days, and then I would have the day there. So first day, second day, third day. We were there for 14 days total. Then we have the day of the week, and then also the actual date to remember it by. And then I either have like a little bullet point or a dash kind of saying what we did, and then the dashes are more elaborating. So this one says went on Mike's Bikes tour. And then I have dashes under those dashes represent things we did while we were on that Mike's Bikes tour. And the stars kind of represent things that I just really enjoyed. So I love the Mike's Bikes tour. Definitely want to star that just so I can go back and remember, okay, what did I love while I was on this trip? And it's easy to spot when I go back in my journal. The exclamation marks are just for things that were really cool. So the surfers, that was a really cool experience. Nothing like I've ever seen in America before. So definitely wanted to emphasize things like that. So basically just taking us through the day, everything that I did. I actually found a really cute store called Weekday when we explored shops in Marine Platts. So I just wanted to be able to take down store names to be able to look it up once I got back to America, because obviously we don't have a Weekday in America. Something to note, Starbucks. So I couldn't order my usual drink, so that was something that really stood out to me. That was a difference from America. They had this drink I typically order in America, the Passion Tea Lemonade. This drink was it was kind of like a tea frappuccino. It was super weird, something that Starbucks does not sell in America, so definitely wanted to note that down. Zipline at Olympia Park, that was a super cool experience. Hard Rock Cafe, had to get my American food because sometimes food abroad in every place was just very different, something I'm not used to. So coming back to the American food was definitely a nice little touch. Definitely love the gelato, cannot go wrong. Something you have to do when traveling abroad. The breweries, I'm not a beer fan, but that is all they drink pretty much over there in Europe, so definitely became accustomed to that. So as you can see, our last day in Munich was Sunday. Went to the Holocaust Museum. Really sad, that's why I have a sad face next to it, but definitely an eye-opening experience. Definitely a must-see going anywhere when traveling abroad is going to see those things that you read about in textbooks, but never had the experience to visit those locations firsthand. All we have is a museum here in Richmond, and I've been there, but definitely going and being able to see those sites firsthand gives you a completely different experience. Then we moved into Stuttgart, Germany, so kind of just took you day by day. We woke up, ate breakfast, went to the grocery store, definitely did not miss anything in my day. And you can also see these little squiggly lines even here, Mercedes Museum. So those squiggly lines next to it is kind of just me elaborating on it. So after the Mercedes Museum, I texted my dad that I wanted a Mercedes. He didn't even reply to me because I'm ridiculous, apparently, but had to text him. They definitely caught my eye. And then dinner in the library, like great view, and then went out in the red light district. It was quite the experience. Nothing like that in the United States, that is for sure. Continuing on my days, definitely just the stars again, super cool. The Heineken Museum, Anne Frank House, same thing with the Holocaust camp, just experiencing things we've learned about in textbooks firsthand, but not being able to visit those places. Tower of London and the Tower Bridge, that was very cool, very, very cool. And then just continues. Martin Agency, they're actually my mom's company, so that was very cool to visit them. They have a Richmond's office. Harrods, I couldn't afford anything, which is a little upsetting, but that was definitely a very fun mall. Oxford, that was a really cool experience walking around there. That was beautiful. And then just at the bottom on the very last page, I just wanted to I'd been taking some like marketing notes the whole time. So the green key within the hotel rooms, the tobacco products had very scary pictures of what could happen to you if you used them on them, which is very different than in America. Starbucks, I couldn't order my drink. Heineken was just like a complete marketing scheme type of deal, like not your typical brewery, just definitely for the experience.